Hi. Just before this video starts, I sincerely apologise for the amendment today to episode 12. Due to undisclosed circumstances, I might just end this series at episode number 12. I'm used to still doing days. I'm not run up to 20. I'll have to see how things go and whether I'm in the right sort of mindset to stretch it up to 20 and then leave it there. Of course, we know that we've got the light railway again on the 30th of December with a charter train running from London King's Cross to Cleethorpes via Barton and Elserby and Immingham. So that's something to push forward to, but if we even end up recording that is a different story. I've brought us over here to location number 3 of today's video because it looks like this might need a bit of tightening, and B, it's a more quieter place to do a bit of a private talk. I don't care that there's some university student buildings here, that's not the point. The point is it's less like crowded as say the High Street or anything like that. This video was supposed to have been from Austin Crossing in Nottinghamshire, Leicester, whichever one it bloody is. But I've had to delay it today and then just escape from the house to get away from what's happening to bring you something here instead. It's not what I wanted to do, of course it's not. When I planned it out, the whole series, I thought what could make it good and what day would work with which place. But of course that hasn't worked on the last straw, has it? Was it ever going to? Probably not. We're just waiting here for an East Midlands Railway service, which should be in form of a 4-car Meridian, because it usually is on a Monday, and this Friday, when it's being recorded, this would have been yesterday's video, episode 12, this would be 13, but luckily it is in episode form so I can fill them out whenever I like, and not be skipping days willy-nilly with the same place, say 4 days in a row, then skip 8 days, and do the same place again 4 days in a row, skip 8 days, and then say the videos are done with. I don't know why channels do that. Like, if they're going to do days, don't specifically mean it for the day you mean it. Say, for example, you wanted to record something for December the 18th, but you're unable to record until like the 23rd. Use that for what would have been the 18th video. Don't bother chopping numbers, and if you can, try not to repeat places. I know I failed at that, but this is totally out of my control, for once. On a lighter note though, of course, this will, and as you can tell, is, if you watch on demand, a very lengthy video. At the time of recording, I've got no idea how long it is, but I need to get this talk put at the very start. For this all to essentially link into why there's this amendment, and why we've not done Austin. Harry should be down that way later on this week, over at Bosford or Normanton, in case of any changes with the current life expansion works on site. Scarrington Lane got new barriers recently, but I don't know if that had life extension work. We've got the same such life extension work happening right the way along the line, from there, and all other sorts of lines, which isn't very specific. It could be barriers, it could be renewing wigwags, it could just be renewing a track junction nearby. It's not specific. Although of course with one.network or roadworks.org, if you go up in Scotland, the description is absolutely nothing whatsoever. You don't know what they're doing, you don't know why they're doing it, you're not getting specific times either. Anyway, less talking. I'll wait for 2L69 to finish the video and you can start watching it. Thank you for listening. I didn't make the choice to be back here again today, but it's the only option. The time is 12:46, Friday the 13th of December 2019. This will be the 12:48 Northern Connect service from Leeds. Because it was so tight.
Yeah, literally. So I was like, alright, let me give him a chance. Turns out his personality shines through more than his face. Even that was a bit shit. Well, so far, this one's personality, his looks alright. Well, that's what
There could be absolutely anything running this service, as the 195s started on Monday. Mostly on the 1129 run, but there's been 4 more diagrams in since. I don't know what the rest of them are on. Let's see, train approaching. One 150-124. Time 13:18. This will be the 13:23 East Midlands Railway service from Leicester, and the 13:23 London North Eastern Railway service to London King's Cross, which could well equal out to 2 more afterwards, but let's not count our ends till they're matched. Train 1 approaching. One 58799. Leicester. Right, we're staying for the London, who leaves in 3 minutes. Depending on what point he leaves, there might be 2 more afterwards. That's the game of this bloody busy railway line, where we want more traffic and then don't want any more traffic. Is that running? Right, where's this sand train? Is he waiting over at Sinsel? or sorry, LNER level crossing. Because the crossing's named after the football stadium, which has got a temporary rename by LNER. I don't get it either. Right, another minute or so until he'll leave. Move over. Afterwards, I think we'll be going up for a few moments after this. London King's Cross. Not really super except the next train's rang in. So what are we doing? There's no 13:24. Next train departs in 2 minutes. We're staying for the bleeding thing, of course we are. Right, next 13:26 Northern Leeds, 13:30 Newark Peterborough. If this time of day is always now the busiest. It used to be 12, but since that London it's moved to 1 being the busiest. And for once that bleeding church is actually right. Okay, train number 3 I think approaching. And I've been keeping count. Let's go single carriage to Peterborough? Of course it is. One 5 3 3 2 1. And train 4 now departing. Four 50124. appropriate in theory, but yes. I defend every argument, but yes. Next, a pair of freight trains. Okay, time's 13:29 to be 13:32 Middleton, Barnby, Dunrock. 13:34 Maysborough, Felixstowe. Will also end up into 13:37 Leicester. 13:40 Whitemore, Doncaster. That leaves the door wide open for all that lot to come through. Because even the Whitemore's running today. E85, the Sands train first. Train doesn't say anything. Right. Train 1 of goodness knows how many. There's a chance at 4 again. Sand train. 66729. Derby County. Be the new train, or will there be more? Let's see. That'll do. As I try and move. Now it's going to get busy. Time's 13:34. This will be 13:34. Great British Rail Freight service from Maysborough to Felixstowe. 13:37 East Midlands Railway service to Leicester. 13:40 Great British Rail Freight service from Whitemore to Doncaster. Shush. Train 1 approaching. Train 2 are likely to leave right behind it, so you probably won't even see it unless there's an empty pallet. Momentarily right behind us. There's another one being routed through. And number 3. 66763. The Severn Valley Railway. Well, that was quite short. And up they go. Okay, welcome to this place. We've been here twice before, but so it's just up that way, past Bootman Junction towards the signalling centre at West Holmes Junction is the miniature warning light crossing called Roston's Tip. Now, according to the Google satellite view, it's extremely dangerous to get to. I'm not sure if walking round the back of here would link round there or not, but I'm not one to try. If anybody wants to try and get that, Ruston's tip miniature warning light, be extremely safe and research the site beforehand. We don't want anything happening to you whilst you're trying to do it. And supplemented in from Meridian. One 56405. Right, and that's episode 12 done and dusted. As I said at the start, whether we'll continue the series is a whole other story and you just have to wait and see. If you've got me on any socials, do check up on me for goodness sake. I don't want this year to be like last, because that was bloody horrible. And I was near the end. I was so near the end. If you contact, say what, Adam or something, it will tell you directly how bad it was for me. This isn't all about me. Do I see a rat in the track? It's by that treadle in the centre there. There's something moving underneath it. Mind this place is full of rats anyway. But yeah, I'll try and be okay through the Christmas period if you don't see me or hear me after this video. For those I've wronged through 2019, of course I apologise. We can all be a twat at times, can't we? And I suppose, just to try and stop any other bollocks coming up through the situation, I apologise to that child who was irritating me constantly, failing to acknowledge his own behaviour. Just count yourself very lucky that I'm useless at contacting high up people. I would have done if this went on any longer. To everybody I've wronged in any sort of way, whether you still hate me, do for like it, or not, I apologise for what happened. And let's move on as if nothing ever happened. Let's wipe each other out of our lives and pretend we don't exist, unless we want to reconnect, which is entirely up to you. Thank you for joining us on episode 12 from the crossing that doesn't have a name this side, but it's over there. I like this one, I come to it to get away from things, but yeah, enough whittling. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much for watching. I love every single one of you, and I will try and protect you in any way I can if you need my assistance. I'll catch you later. Peace.